Hello, I'm Julia Wolfe, founder of the Seahorse Nursery, and I thought I'd just like to talk to you a little bit today about what we've been doing this term. So as you know, it was quite an unusual start to the term because of C19. So we thought with our distance learning that MINIBEASTS would be a subject that the children would really enjoy and that we hoped you would find really fun to teach them as well. So we do know from a lot of the notes that you sent us in, photographs and the children's enthusiasm when they came back at the beginning of term, that you've really embraced the subject, and we've carried on and the children have produced this lovely board. So week on week we've been introducing beetles, ants, worms, ladybirds. The children have been in their gardens looking at magnifying glasses. We made these rather charming pebble pets from their ladybirds, and they were all able to select their rock, wash it, paint it, and put on the number of spots that they wanted. So everything is very, very bespoke. We've used some pasta here. The children helped with their fingerprints and then drew their ants' legs on here. For the ants with the ant nest, they put lots of sand on and then again drew in their ants. We've had some releasing of butterflies, which has been great fun, and that enabled us to know that children knew a lot about caterpillars changing into their chrysalis and then into butterflies, and they've liked to recreate that when we've been doing some colour mixing. And the children have just generally enjoyed writing their little labels and telling us all about the facts that they know. We always start our INKY SWOT sessions by looking at some interesting photograph from the newspaper. It could be current, such as Eid or flooding or Captain Tom's birthday, or something that I just thought might intrigue them, often from an unusual angle or something that they really wouldn't know quite what it was until they really looked carefully. We show the photograph to them in pairs, but ask them to hold their thoughts until the whole group has seen it, and then hear their guesses, hear their thoughts, see what connections they've made, and then as a group we discuss what it is and perhaps find some interesting facts out about the photograph. Perhaps it might inspire you to have a look through your newspaper at some stage too.
In INKY SWOT, we are focusing always on maths and phonics, and we also normally do a creative booklet. This term with our school leavers, we want to make them school ready. We have been focusing in particular on vowels. They are all able to tell you that the vowels are a, e, I, o, a. We have also progressed onto consonant, vowel, consonant, 3-letter words. For here they will tell me b, a, g, and then be able to blend that into bag. They are very excited by our sentence strips, which we have just started, because it gives them the ability to understand that by the time they have read the words on this line, they can tell us a whole word, a whole sentence. They understand this helps them to read a book and they won't always need mummy and daddy to do it for them. For example, we will cover the words like so. They will then say m, a, n, and then progress on to I, n, a, v, a, n, and by the end they know it says man in a van. This has given them such a lot of confidence and to understand the importance of words. We've also been doing pink boxes. They really enjoy this. This is very much child-led. They know that they need to line the objects up in 3, like this. The children do this by themselves. They will then select a card from the box, such like this, and then they have to line it in front of the correct object. Once they've done all of this, we then will choose another box which will have our other families. We've looked at family, we've looked at in family and N family.
So this is our World Ocean Board. If you remember last term, our theme was seahorses, which the children really enjoyed. And we started this summer term with World Ocean Day. So the children used their handprints to create their own world. And they so enjoyed it and showed so much interest that we thought we'd really extend it throughout the term. And we turned this from a seahorse board into an ocean board. So alongside World Ocean Day, we talked a lot about litter and why we must protect our environment. And the children had a go at using the grabber to pick up litter. They seemed a bit surprised when we put litter all over the garden. They were like, oh, it's not meant to be like this. And they really enjoyed doing the clear up there. We had a lot of water play with the sea life creatures. Our club they made these waves and this beautiful boat. We've got our swimmers here. And you can see we adapted our coral, made it a lot smaller, and we made our fish when it was triangle week, so they all made lovely triangle fish. And then if you see over here, we also created under the sea crackers, where we created an underwater scene using the blue icing, crunched up crackers for sand, sprinkles for coral, and then these lovely fish. And that linked into talking about the food chain and whether creatures are herbivores, omnivores or carnivores. And then we've got a couple of other lovely pictures. We talked about snorkeling and other sea life, and a little bit of a focus on sharks, which they've really enjoyed. And finally, we collected our bear cards, which the children sometimes have at snack time. And there's lots of different types of actions. So we did a bit of yoga linked to water polo, swimming, sailing and rowing, which was really fun.
So you can see behind me, we've got our lovely birthday board. The children have been grouped into different seasons. They have written winter, spring and summer and autumn. We have also been talking about the dates where their birthdays are. With that also, we've been looking at first names and surnames, and also their houses and the door numbers they live on.
And on a final note, I just want to say a huge thank you to our parent community. I think it's fair to say the last few months have been an unprecedented time in all of our lives, and facing COVID with supportive seahorse families has made it an easier time. Thank you for supporting our team and for supporting all the modified operating procedures. I appreciate it's been a difficult time for everyone. So a huge thank you from all of us at Seahorse Nursery.